What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I'll be breaking down Gegard Mousasi versus John Slaughter or Salter. I think that's how you say the guy's name. I'm sorry, mispronounced it. Really, interesting main event from Bellator. There's a lot of guys in that middleweight division. I kind of almost thought they were gonna, actually, no. Salter, he deserved it. Honestly, I just assumed because of the boring fights that he has had, and they would have punished him. But I'm not against that. Well, I'm not against Salter's style. He got to win. He got to win. But there were some guys in that division I thought they were going to give it to, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, this is a really, really good fight. I mean, Gegard Mousasi is a legit legend in this sport. I mean, what he's accomplished. It's crazy. He's accomplished so much in the sport. I mean, you can't hate on it, man. He legit is, in my humble opinion, one of the greatest UFC fighters to never win a UFC. He's up there to win UFC gold. His record speaks for itself. What he's accomplished, man. I really wish he was in the UFC right now because I truly believe. I think he could solve the puzzle of Titty Boy Sanya. I really do believe that. He might not have the length, but he has the wrestling, the grappling, and the kickboxing IQ, and he's just an overall good MMA fight. I think he really could beat Adesanya, but that's just my opinion. I know maybe I could end up being wrong. I did also think Marvin Vettori could do it, but it just ended up going that way. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, legit guy. He's regained his Bellator middleweight title. I think he's a 2-time champ, right? I mean, he just destroyed a lot of guys in that company. The only guy to really give him problems was Lovato Jr. So he's kind of going back on that second run. Salter's on a really good 3-fight win streak, and he's the number one contender. So, he's been in the game for a minute. They're both the age of 36. Salter was in the UFC for a little bit. I think had a bit of a 3 fights. I think he had one weird DQ win, I think, if I remember. But, man, he's a grinding wrestler. He's always looking for that arm triangle. He's always looking to submit you. Stand-up wise, he's not the best. But he has experience on his side. And I think this is a well-deserved title shot. I will say that. But let's look at the stats. Gegard is coming with a GOAT record of 47-7-2. He's fighting out of the Netherlands, age 36, height of 6'2", and a reach of 76. Salter, 18-4, is fighting out of North Carolina, age 36 too. So both guys, the age of 36, a height of 6'1", and a reach of 74. So that's an interesting thing. Gegard does have the reach advantage, which will it will help him, his jab, the way he will manage distance, the way he will gauge, any takedown threats from Salter. It will give him, some idea of what Salter is going to be doing, and it's going to give him an advantage. So that's a good thing for Gegard. Another good thing for Salter is that they're both the same age, so it's not that Gegard's going to be a lot younger than him or whatever, It's going to be, I think, a fair fight. But in terms of notable wins for a guy like Gegard Mousasi, I've done a video about him. When he was gonna fight that fucking poser Douglas Lima, I told y'all he was gonna destroy that dude, and he did what he had to do. And y'all was, man, I'll never I'm not even an Usman fan, but I'll never forget when y'all was talking that nonsense about him beating fucking Kumar Usman, Douglas Lima. Man, them fools ever bring them fools up again. But it is what it is. But, hey, man, Gegard has beaten so many good guys. I get, and as much as I might hate on Douglas Lima, he's actually a good fighter. He beat Douglas Lima, Lyoto Machida in the rematch. He does have that loss to Lovato Jr. Now, some people, it was a close fight, but I'll give it to Lovato, the takedowns, the control. But, man, Gegard, man, he's so good on the ground for him to just, even survive with Lovato on top of him. It speaks volumes. That ground and pound victory over Roy McDonald. Chris Weidman, Uriah Hall, Vitor Belfort, Thiago Santos. He does have a loss, Uriah Hall. Dan Henderson. He does have that loss to Jacare Souza in the rematch. He did lose to Lyoto Machida in the first time. So it was a big, unanimous decision win for Lyoto. It's why Lyoto got damn near that title shot at middleweight. He beat Alir Latifi, Ovince St. Preux, which was in Strikeforce. he does have that crazy loss to King Mo, which was super super out of nowhere. No one thought it was gonna happen. Beat Marcon and did beat Jacare Souza via upkick in the first round. So that was crazy. He has so many great wins. It's crazy that he never fought what's his face. I forgot his name. Fought Luke Rockhold. It was crazy that I was just like I was hoping they were gonna fight one day, and it never ended up happening. The UFC run, it just wasn't. It just was a lot of nonsense. You had that boy fucking Mike Bisping. As a Rockhold fan, right? I don't have the nicest things to say about Michael Bisping. I know everyone loves him. It's crazy how everyone used to hate him and now they love him. But it is what it is. But yeah, he won. I got him. He did win the title. But man, him as champion, he did the ultimate ducking job against Yoel Romero, Gegard Mousasi, Jacare, all the real contenders. Robert Whitaker. He ran away. And there ain't no disputing it. It's just a fact. Even Michael knows that. And I don't blame him. But he did what he did. But yeah, it is what it is. Gegard kind of got stuck in it, and I think he just wasn't happy with his pay. He was going to rematch Weidman, which I think he was going to beat him anyway in Buffalo, New York. And my boy KG ended up taking that L instead. But yeah, it is what it is. Can't really say much. But Gegard just ended up leaving out of frustrations and ended up going to a better place in Bellator. They treated him right, and he got the championship quick. So no shame in that. Salter, though, in terms of notable wins, man, when was the first time I really saw Salter fight? I think it was a loss. I think. I'm pretty sure. Or I'm tripping. Looking for his UFC fight. Was it Jason McDonald? I think it might have been either... Or I think it was Dan Miller where he got choked out. I remember it was the Edgar Penn fight. That was crazy. But yeah, I think it was it was that card. That was the first time he got choked the F out. And, it's just, him being a wrestler, just shooting for that takedown like a dummy. But, and that's kind of like the story. He's lost via guillotine choke for a lot. Like, he's lost twice. Reggie Pena got him. He's been knocked out before. In 2010, and then when he fought Lovato Jr., he got choked out in the third round. So he's always kind of dealt with that issue, but he has good ground and pound, good chokes. Got a really good rear naked choke. Got a really good triangle choke, arm triangle. Really, that's his bread and butter right there. But I mean, I was never a big John Slaughter fan until I saw the Vancinas fight. And here's one thing I'll give him: he fought his fucking ass off. I will give him that. When he fought Vancinas, he could have quit any time he wanted to. And Vancinas is, I think, a teammate of Gegard. He put it on Vancinas, and he never ever quit in that fight, and he just kept going and going and going, looking for takedowns, looking for double legs, looking for control. And he got clipped so many times in that fight, and I was like, Vancinas, why aren't you knocking this dude out yet? But it was almost like Brian Barberena versus Jason Witt, which was kind of interesting. So if Vanilla Gorilla kind of stuff, and that's what you can compare Salter to. So which is interesting. But yeah, man, I give the guy his credit. He did his thing, and he survived. He survived as long as he could. So. But I think this is going to be a long, long night for Salter, as much as I can give him credit. And then he, his last fight, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about it, against Andrew Capel. I choked him out with the arm triangle, got him out of there, I think in the second round. Yeah, I saw that fight. Again, Salter didn't really do much, took him down, grinded on him. And yeah, he choked him out, so he finished it. You can't blame him for that. But yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be a very, very long night for him. I don't think he's ready for Gegard. I think Gegard literally is better than him everywhere. I think if Gegard wanted to dominate him on the ground, he could. I don't know if you could say that's the one department where they kind of like, they might level out. They might be pretty even. But I think on the feet, Gegard will light him up. the jab, the 1-2s. I think Gegard hasn't been known. He's more of a ground and pound finisher. He hasn't been necessarily known as a guy that can knock guys out. So, I'm gonna go with, and he's been taking guys to decision lately. I'm gonna take Gegard Mousasi by decision, or you know what? Actually, I'm gonna say 4th round TKO. I think he gets him out of there. I think he does. I think he'll get a ground and pound finish. I think in the 4th round. I think Salter, he hasn't even touched those championship rounds. So I don't know how well he's gonna do. So I'm gonna take Gegard by 4th round TKO. Hey man, Gegard is just the GOAT, bro. He's just the GOAT. I love Gegard. I'm the biggest Gegard mark. He's one of my favorite middleweights of all time. I mean, he's right up there with Luke. Really, when it comes to middleweights, it's like, right now, I'd probably Luke all time for me. I know, right? Like I think I might be legitimately one of the biggest Rockhold fans. But Luke, Gegard. I like Uriah. Let me think of middleweights. KG. How could I forget? Yeah, obviously KG over Uriah. But yeah, it is what it is. If I'm missing, Marvin. I love Marvin. Marvin is my boy, man. Marvin is my boy. But I can't even think of any old school ones. I liked Mark Munoz a little bit back in the day. Good wrestler. Anderson, I don't know. And Chael, I love Chael. Chael Stick, man. I always thought Chael was super funny. But yeah, enough about middleweights. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown video. It's your boy eBay. And yeah, go check out Bellator. I think 264, right? Yeah, 264. They're catching up, man. Eventually, they're gonna close the gap with the UFC card. So, but yeah, it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Do not forget to follow me on my Twitter and my IG. All those links will be down below in the description box. If you're new, subscribe. Go click the notification button. Share, like the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Petition Nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye.
But you did get knocked out against Uriah Hall.
That was fluke. You said it yourself, huh?
I know, but
I watched that one.
Hey. Yeah. But it did happen.
It happens every time, the best fighter doesn't always win.
Correct, Amanda.
It happened with you and Luke Rockhold.